Blessings to everybody out there. People keep asking me, "Yo, man, why you ain't spoke on the situation with Young Buck and you want to know what's going on with Buck and tell us what's going on with Spider Loke?" I'm like, I just heard Spider Loke literally, what was it? Again today or whatever. It's been in bits and pieces over and over again. And from what he's been saying, he said a whole lot of stuff, man. And listening to Spider Low, it's a situation where it's all over the place. One moment he's talking like a decent human being, and talking about all these things, but then it sounds like it's coming from a bitter point of view. Like he's really bitter about certain things that happen. So the energy level isn't right. Just like this video, it's not being done right. Now, whose fault is it? Look at this, 2 minutes in, and y'all can't even place a comment. They screening. I don't know what they're doing, man. They just really screwing this up. Ah, what's up, Sean? You really had to fight to get a comment through here. They're not even getting the information out to the people yet in its best environment. Yep, everything's linked up. So going over the scenarios, and you look at the situation, and you say, "Wow, okay, Spider Loke is a bitter person." So if you're saying that about Spider Loke, then what is he talking about with 50? Talking about how 50 rubbing baby oil on him. He riding, jocking Floyd Mayweather. He carrying his belts to the ring. None of this stuff has anything to do with Spider Loke's career. You're unhappy about how your career turned out. That's your own personal view, sir. There are plenty of artists in this game that had came along and had very less or fewer opportunities than you have. Don't blame another man for your success not taking place or transpiring the way you wanted it to. Don't do that. Don't be one of those guys. Because now you sound like a bitter man. And it sounds sad. It sounds really pathetic. See, you could have been one of the winners. Winners don't talk like that. Winners could say, because I guarantee you, you were paid very handsomely to be with 50 Cent. 50 Cent don't owe you any money. I guarantee you right now, you can never hear Loke say 50 owe him some money. Low probably mad, man, he put my album out. I should have signed with Dr. Dre. Put my records out. I want my daddy's records. So it's a situation that dooms the rest of the world. You know, it's a messed up situation. I gotta give you that. It is really messed up. In his estimation, Dr. Dre wanted to sign him. So I don't know. And how many people would sign with Dr. Dre that actually put out records? There have been plenty of people that would sign with Dr. Dre that have never put out records. Tons of artists frustrated. But they were paid. They were compensated. Every month, they got a check. So when you were going to these award shows, rolling around with Fifth, and your album coming out, I mean, what was the problem then? Where was the problem then? You see, it's never a problem when the money's coming. There's always a problem. There's always a problem when the money dries. He had a bad CEO. There's a lot of bad everything out here. You don't want to be called Nat Trap. Well, you just don't want to be the guy that everyone goes, what happened to him? He used to be a good guy. Oh, now he's just a bitter rapper. Talking about, oh, he rubbing baby oil on him. Oh, this, I think 50 like people writing baby oil on him. This is how Spider Loc is building himself up. That's it. G Unit was never trash. Now, all these guys were tax write offs at that point. At that point, they became all tax write offs. They were expanded way too deep. Now, you got to look at the situation that they were surrounded by. Did it make sense for them to put these situations into play? Did it make sense for all these situations to go the way they did? Nobody was breaking their neck to get Spider Loc. So all the stuff that he's talking about, like somebody was breaking down doors, to bring him on in, that's a fantasy. If he feels like that's the way to go, that's the ticket, then you can't take that away from him. You know, you got him, because I wouldn't be sitting here talking about him right now if he didn't do that live. So whatever he's talking about, it got him here. He could have sold a blank CD to people. Nothing wrong with my mix. Nothing wrong with these shades. Y'all just can't appreciate greatness. Yep. You see it? Did you see it? Freezing my page up. This is blatant. Blatant sabotage, boy. Georgia on Georgia. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a lot of people behind this, buddy. Tons of people behind it. Don't ever credit one person when it's a whole movement behind something. Well, thank you for recognizing. I thought, I should wear some Lokes because, we did a video about Spider Loke. I'm sorry, I just thought that would make some sense. I mean, I guess I'm wrong. No, that's not him. The guy y'all talking about was Hot Rod. This guy said the Dollar General. Oh man, that's wild. Mm. Spider Loc want attention, man. That's why he doing all this. When someone goes out of their way to draw attention to themselves, it's like, what's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish? What's gonna come out of it? Only thing that's gonna come out of this is attention for him. That's it. That's all he gets is attention. And truthfully, that's all it looks like he wants. He wants people talking about Spider Loc. He's trying to get his whack 100 on. I ain't mad at him. Do what you gotta do. My thing is this: since you haven't been with 50, that's been what, about 10 years ago. What Spider Loc mixtape? What Spider Loc song has everybody been going crazy over? I mean, it's your work ethic. And that's normally what happens to a lot of these artists. Their work ethic abandons them. So all I could do is, all I could tell you, man, is just step your game up. I decided to wear the Locs for the video because we talking about Spider Loc. He Loc. Only Loc I know was Tone Loc. Yeah, Funky Cold Medina. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no playing with no man. It's the 80s and I'm down for the ladies. gang. I don't mess around with no Oscar Minor wiener. You gotta make sure that your girl is pure for the funky Cold Medina. And and now that's a now they won't even play that now. They be that song hurt my feelings. They be don't worry, we'll make sure your feelings are protected by that wow man. Y'all know who Cino is. Carcino is Mr. Know-It-All. Y'all know that. Mr. Know-It-All. With the 40-inch gold chain and the victory stogie. That's what it's all about.